Let's just bring you the very latest pictures on what's been happening overnight and those attacks on targets in Yemen. These
this
are pictures
drone
just
footage, isn't it?
No, these are typhoons.
Ah, yes.
Actually shooting
this is
targets.
Literally footage of the strikes that we were talking about. Yeah,
losing some of the focus on that, as you can see, the sort of black and white targeted pictures, but these are some of the attacks. I think Mark White said 60 targets had been hit. A strategic attack, so the Prime Minister has told us. But these are the latest pictures coming from the MOD this morning of that attack taking place, or at least some of those attacks taking place by typhoons. There was drone attacks as well, we understand it. But we'll bring you more details on that and a clearer look at these pictures and some explanation from our security editor
about what we're actually seeing.
Later on.
OK, very quick headline makers now with journalist and author Susan Holder and broadcaster Pete Price. Thank you so much for coming back. We'll have to whip through it. Pete, tell us about what Tesco are doing.
It's dreadful. Tesco staff are to get body cams after the rise of abuse and theft by customers. The picture is in the paper of them barricading the doors to stop people coming in. 1.8 billion is shoplifted every year from the supermarkets. It's getting completely out of hand, and they're now wearing body cams. What makes me really cross is that the staff are there to do a job, nothing else. They don't get paid enough to have to wear body cams and protect themselves, and I think it's disgraceful.
What do you reckon, Susan?
I reckon if they had more staff in, instead of investing all the money that they do in tech, so that you have to scan all your stuff out yourself. I think it's a licence for... you watch people just shoving stuff in their bags, and actually, I think people take it in lieu of the wages they think they're owed for working in the shops quite a lot. So actually, what they should be doing is having more people there. I think that would be a prevention rather than cure method.
I don't agree with you. I don't think people there. No, people are too cheeky these days. They'll go and rob. They don't care.
They're cheeky when they think there aren't people watching them.
No, but they're cheeky when there are people there. You know, the staff don't get paid enough to get beaten up trying to stop shoplifters.
There's no defence for it, but I do think they've opened the door to it a lot by actually removing, and people now think they can just go in and help themselves and walk out because there's actually no till system and there's no shopper system.
But haven't they opened the door to it because nobody does anything about shoplifters anymore?
Yeah, there is
and the police don't, and understandably because it's but 1.8 billion, you know, and somebody has to pay for it. And what happens is staff are sacked because the costings of the insurance and hotels and the staffing of the supermarkets.
Mind you, and our prices go up.
To cover it. It's just dreadful.
We are becoming a society where we're all going to have to wear body cams. Then will there be prosecutions? Just makes the lawyers more rich, doesn't it, in the end? It just seems to be a crazy, dysfunctional society if it's come to this.
Yeah, it does. I'm sorry, it's short.
Short and sweet.
It was short.
It's
Very
the
sweet.
word I was looking for. I was going to say short and brief, but that means exactly the same thing. But we will see you a little bit later on, Susan and Pete. Thank you. Let's get a check on the weather for you before we let you go this hour with Alex Burkill.